Good evening, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with CHTV, coming to you live with Carry the G. That's right. As usual, I'm joined by Mr. Corey Banke in Green Bay, Wisconsin, after a big-time victory.
What happened last night, Nagler? Come on!
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
That's what we're talking about. And, of course, this man needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. Coming off a big-time Sunday night victory where he contributed both in the running game and in the passing game, Mr. A.J. Dillon. A.J., how you doing, buddy?
How we doing? Happy to be back, especially on another dub.
After another dub, no doubt about it.
Man.
Okay, we were talking right before we went live about the schedule and how you guys got back so late, 5 a.m. Green Bay time. What was the plane ride back like? What is this a, hey, it's wild, it's crazy, it's a fun win, etc., or is it that was an insanely physical game, we are completely beat, and I'm trying to get some shut-eye on that flight?
I'd say it was definitely the latter. Everybody was extremely tired. That was a long game. And we were also on Midwest time, so ending the game at 9 was kind of like ending it at 11. And so, that was tough. But, I couldn't fall asleep, really. I think I only slept for like 20 minutes on the 4-hour flight, which was not fun. And I was right next to Jordan Love, and his little TV thing wouldn't stop. So he was like watching Kids Bop all night.
Man, you got stuck to the person who couldn't turn off their electronics. That's never
tough.
a good thing on the red eye, no doubt about it. Going to the game for a second. Corey's got some stuff he wants to ask too, but I asked Matt about this a little bit ago in his presser, and I wanted to ask you. Matt indicated you guys put in some more power stuff this week, getting those guys firing off the ball. Is that a big difference for you as far as how you're running the football? We saw you rip off a couple of really nice runs. Is that something you prefer? Is that what you're used to from college, or does it not matter? Is it just like find the hole and go?
I can do it all, man. Don't matter to me. Whatever we need to put the offense in the best position to win, get a first down, I'm all for it. But, power, outside zone, toss, dive, catch, if I'm getting the ball, I'm going to do it.
So, AJ, Yash, was that like a big deal to you that he got the start, that he got the call? Like, what's that like? Yeah. Like, so many people, they didn't know what to expect, and the performance that he put in that game is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, he balled out, held his own against arguably, depending on what your opinion is and, who you're a fan of, some of the best defensive ends in the NFL, you know what I mean? So, for him to go out there and, do what he did definitely goes to show that, he's capable, to do that every Sunday, Thursday, Monday. I think that's the only games we play. But,
last year, COVID, you never know. I think they played a game on a Wednesday.
Sure,
you never know. I love it.
But,
what's the process like in the game as far as there was a specific stretch at the end of the third quarter where you were ripping off some nice stuff. You were being utilized, and then they brought you out and they put Aaron in, and then there was a switch to the quarter. Is that just Ben making that call, the running backs coach, or is that specific packages and plays that they're trying to utilize? How does that work?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's. I really don't know. When I get the call to come off, I don't know who is making the decision. But I think Coach Sermon does a really good job of, interchanging Aaron and I when, if we do need a blow, just one of us is tired or a little banged up. That was a really physical game. So there was times where, Aaron might have needed me in or I needed him in or whatever the case is. We're running some deeper routes. We're in the plays. But also, there is a lot of just schematical things, Aaron Jones is obviously tried and proven in, certain schemes and things like that. So, when it's coming down to the wire, you gotta put the guy out there that has done it before and stuff like that. So I understand that completely.
Speaking of coming down to the wire, were you able to watch when Mason was going out to kick the field goal? Do you hide your eyes? How do you? I can't imagine. we're going crazy here, on watch
Yeah.
party, the studio, whatever. I can't imagine what it's like being on the sideline waiting for him to make that kick.
Yeah, no, that was like the craziest moment ever for me. Just because, I mean, obviously you guys know that we didn't have any fans last year. And so Jacksonville, well, when we played the Saints in Jacksonville, it wasn't like a full stadium for either side. Obviously Lambeau, but that was home last week. So going away to play a team like San Fran, and that stadium was packed. Everybody was screaming when we got the ball back. It was insanely loud, like the loudest I've ever heard. And, it was like if you ever played Madden and you go to try to look at your routes and the receivers have the squiggly lines.
That's old school. Wow. Well, that's a callback right there.
Like. But yeah, I mean, A-Rod, and Tay, I think, just marched down the field. And then I believe I was like holding on to Kylan, I think was right next to me. And I'm like grabbing the back of his shoulder pads and we're both watching, kind of looking away. And then we were just like, if he makes us run on the field. And then, yeah, the rest is history.
That's outstanding.
So great.
Let's bring in our panel. We've got two fantastic contributors joining us tonight. Sarah Kelliher, who does all the game recaps here at Cheesehead TV. And we've got Perri Goldstein, co-host of the Packs with Cheesehead podcast. Perri, Sarah, why don't you guys say hi to AJ? And Perri, I think you should start us off with whatever you got to ask.
Sure. Hey, AJ. This is fun. I was thinking recently that I couldn't believe this is only your second season with the team. Like, it feels like you've been with the Packers for so long. And I think it's because you really feel like you've stepped into such a leadership role, not just like in the running back room, but in general. Do you feel that way? Like, and if so, kind of what do you think's contributed to that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels like I've been here a lot longer than, the going into year 2 now, pretty much. But I think I just, I really kind of wanted to embrace Green Bay and embrace Wisconsin. So I always tell this story, but I mean, when I got drafted last year, I moved out in 4 days. I moved out here during the middle of COVID. So I had no furniture, I had no license, and I knew not a soul out here. And there was no, you couldn't even go into the facility. So it wasn't like I was going to meet my coaches. I was just out here. I went downtown to Green Bay to buy a bike, and that was my only mode of transportation. So, but I definitely think that's always been important to me. Everywhere I've gone, whether it was high school or Boston College, I thrive in, family atmospheres. And I feel like the Green Bay, fan base and our culture in the locker room, it's just a big family. So, for me to interact and just, go see and do everything that is being a Wisconsinite, I love it. So it's awesome.
Nice. And you feel like embracing Green Bay has translated into the way you feel with the team also?
Yeah, I definitely think, just kind of embracing Green Bay and, what it has to offer has really made me, just feel a lot more comfortable. And just, I feel like it's allowing me to grow more than just my skills, but also just my mental state. I'm happy to, have an off day in Green Bay. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
That's great.
Very cool. Very cool. And Sarah, I believe I think you touched on what you were going to ask a little bit, but what did you have in mind for AJ here?
Yeah, so first of all, hey, AJ. And yeah, you did talk about a little bit playing in front of a away crowd, really a full one for the first time in your NFL career. Would love to hear more about that experience. And then also if you're in particular looking forward to playing in front of any away crowds this season that are maybe later on the schedule. I know there are some rowdy fans and very passionate fan bases out there, so I'm not sure if any stick out on the schedule this year for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, going back to the San Fran game, like I said, it was just awesome, an awesome experience for me personally, just to, kind of get out there. And I did play a little bit more than I had in the first 2 games, I felt like anyway. So it was nice to, kind of be out there in the chaos, and, be like, all right, I got this. I've been doing this for however many years I've been playing football. It's no different, just a little louder, a little bigger, and there's a lot more cameras. But, no, it was awesome. And as far as which game, I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst with like knowing the schedule. and it's, you know, like coaches always talk like 1 week at a time. That's really how I work. And it's not even trying to like go on that mantra. I just couldn't tell you. Like, I know we got the Steelers this week, and I was like, I'm guessing, and then I don't know. So, but I'm looking forward to all of them.
That's good. I mean, that's great to hear that you're excited. So,
well, how quickly do you turn the page, AJ? You talk about what a thrilling victory that was last night, and now here you are talking about, you know the Steelers are next. How soon are you diving into tape or studying the defense or what have you? I know Coach said today, I think you guys are going to have some kind of walkthrough on Wednesday, but do you kind of just get away from everything tomorrow and just kind of put that out of your mind until it's time to study, or is that something you do right away?
Yeah, well, normally, like if we had a game on Sunday and we're kind of back at reasonable hours, we'd have like a kind of like flush workout, walk through, kind of go over just the game film today. And then we have tomorrow off. But seeing how we literally got back at 5 a.m., we didn't have the film study, but I think there should be some tape. But normally the day after, we would have like a couple cut-ups of what the defense has to offer. So I just kind of look, familiarize myself with who's on the defense, what I need to look for, and then go into the week from there. But I'll dive in deep on Wednesday.
Dive in deep. That's what I'm talking about. Obviously, you'll be watching Packer Transplants here on CHTV when you get home. I know you're a big fan. No doubt about it. Corey, you got anything? Yeah. Got anything for the young man before we throw it to the social life?
No, I'm ready. I'm ready for the best part of the show here. I'm ready. I'm getting ready for it.
All right. It is definitely time to dive into AJ's social life.
A 5 a.m. wake up, or didn't wake up because you never really went to sleep. That's
exactly,
okay.
No sleep.
Doesn't even matter because you're out here tweeting this morning, AJ, that you woke up feeling great with a hilarious GIF or little video that you got going on here. By the way, I do say GIF, and I am a social media
It's GIF.
Amateur, professional, whatever. That's okay. We can still go here. But take a look at this, dude. You were rocking this morning. You were ready to party. First of all, did you even sleep? You said you didn't get much sleep on the plane. Did you even go home? Did you sleep today?
Yeah, I took I'd just say like a long nap. I got back at like 5:15 and woke up at like 8. So
sounds great. That's enough.
Yeah,
that's enough, man. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I don't know how Twitter let me post that video of you this morning dancing for my tweet, but it worked out well.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. It looked great. I look great. Thank you so much. That one got me. Oh, all right, we're good.
Boom! Roasted.
That was good. It was perfect. He's getting me back from last week when I said that he looked like his NFT. Let's take a look. Starting off with the heaters. Heaters, man. Heaters. I love it. Speaking of heaters, there was some romance going on last night. Aaron Rodgers, number 12, that guy, I think he plays special teams or something like that. I hope I said his name right. He had a viral quote last night. It looks like it's from a movie, maybe or not. He's always quoting movies, something like that. But he said, football. Nothing is more romantic than football, right? That's what he's going on here. And you put it on your Instagram caption, of course, with your, you posted your fit. Your fit was great. You had a nice paid partnership with a nameless, applesauce brand. That's, of course, you are the sauce. But then you also said football is romantic. We love it.
Oh, there you go. Always repping.
Just some more merch. There
you go.
Just some more.
Nice.
Shameless plug.
Hey,
it's your show. Come on.
It's his show. There's nothing shameless about it.
Nope.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, by the way, is football romantic? Was it romantic last night watching, Crosby kick that game winner? Watching Rodgers go out there and be vintage Rodgers and just 37 seconds, no problem. How romantic was it watching all that unfold?
It was pretty romantic. It kind of reminded me of, that scene in the Titanic. I just didn't have anybody to hold me. I guess it makes a lot of sense. I wasn't the main character. Somebody probably should have grabbed Mason, but I wanted to be home. So I would say football is pretty romantic.
I mean, you did say you were holding on to Kylan there, kind of take a little bit. He can hold you up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Romance, it can go either way. So
hey, man.
Locked in for anything.
You got to be locked in.
You guys are. Oh wait, hold on. You guys are completely butchering what Rodgers meant. He was talking about the romanticism of the game, of like how there are epic moments and great sweeping emotions, and we all felt that last night. And I can't believe that A.J. Dillon sitting here saying that he didn't get caught up in the moment. I know you did.
That was poetic.
That was really, yeah. Snap the fingers. That was beautiful. That was romance right there. Hashtag romance. We love to see it. Speaking of romance and wholesomeness, someone last week after your clip called you wholesome. All right. And by the way, we agree, man. First of all, take a look. Take a look at this picture that was put up on your Instagram here. What is that, little sister on? Man, that is so wholesome. We love that on there. Tell us about this picture. What does family mean to you? Let's dive into wholesome A.J. Dillon this week.
Wholesome. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, I guess maybe not wholesome, but just kind of like a family guy, I would say, is like my number one priority and moral compass, I would say. But that picture was of my little sister. I believe that picture was 7 years ago.
Wow.
So she was 2 at one of my high school games, but it's just crazy. Just family and everything. Like I've already mentioned, Green Bay. I kind of have my Green Bay family now, and looking back 5 years ago, I was a senior in high school, and like so much has happened since then. So, I always have my support system there, from my sister to my new fans here in Green Bay to my people at Boston College, and I can always rely on them. So it's really nice. I got Tyler over there crying, shedding tears.
We are sentimental. We are wholesome.
We're romantic.
Romantic. What a week, man. I don't know if it's the lack of sleep from AJ here, but this is phenomenal. I'm loving this.
Well, I gotta say, the whole reason we wanted to partner with AJ is because of the wholesomeness, and it was nice that someone noticed, because we're trying to change our image here at Cheesehead TV. Because if you watch Corey and I on Watch Party, wholesome is not a word that leaps to mind.
The whole reason I wanted to partner with you guys is because of that plush pillow you got there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's so soft and cuddly and beautiful. There you go. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, AJ's social life kicking it as always. Tyler, you got anything else?
Man, that's really bad. Oh, there was one other thing that kind of went viral. We don't have a picture of it a little bit, but there was a picture of you lining up at fullback. Are you coming for John Kuhn's title here? I'm not trying to ask you to give away any game plans or anything here, but John Kuhn is a legend around Green Bay, okay? And you're lining up at fullback without asking him? I don't know what's going on there, man. Show us what's up.
Running back is my position. Will always be my position. Running back.
You didn't fake anybody out with that one?
No. But hey, I'll throw out a block for my guy 3-3.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I love it.
Just tell me they're setting you up for a wheel route later in the year.
Yeah, Nagler, don't give away the secrets. Come on.
No, but okay, wait.
But
AJ, I got to tell you, last year we were begging for it all year long, and there was one play in particular where you guys were like in pony right, like you and Aaron were in the same backfield, and they sent you out up the left sideline, and you are screaming wide open, and Aaron went someplace else with the ball. But all I'm saying is that play is going to happen at some point this year, and we are going to party like it's 1999. It's going to be nuts.
I love it. Well, I was 1 year old. Let's do it.
Come on now. Don't be hating on Prince. Come on.
Hey, don't worry. I'll bring my bottle.
The classics, they never go out of style, AJ. Sarah, Perri, you got anything else for the man here? The myth, the legend? Anything you want to know?
There's lots I want to know.
Well, there you go. Grill him. This is your opportunity.
No, I mean, I meant to say congrats on your engagement. I'm sure they've rehashed this last couple of weeks, but that's very exciting. And you talked about your Green Bay family, and looks like you're really building one. That's beautiful. We're getting romantic over here, I guess.
Thank you. We're building roots. You guys are going to make me cry now.
That's what we do. We like to bring the guests down and make them cry. It's how
I
we
don't
work.
have any Kleenex in the studio, so it's tough.
Nice. Very nice. All right. With that said, I think we're going to roll out of here. Obviously, this was on a short week, so there's not a ton to dive into on the social media side, but I'm sure you'll be building up a reservoir of stuff for Tyler to tear apart next week. I can't wait.
Don't give me a task.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, it's so good. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. AJ, as always, of course, thanks for stopping by. To our fantastic panelists, we got Perri and Sarah stopping by to chop it up with AJ Dillon himself. For Tyler, Corey, and myself, everyone at CHTV, keep carrying the G, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Go Pack, go.